we're going to be talking about 3 middle grade books that I bought for my future classroom library. I will be certified to teach 7th through 12th grade English language arts, and I really want to have a wide range of books that will appeal to all of my students, and that's how I justify purchasing so many books. So over spring break, I visited Asheville, North Carolina, and one of my absolute favorite places that I went to was Firestorm Anarchist Bookshop Co-op, which according to their website is a collectively owned radical bookstore and community event space in Asheville, North Carolina. And I was really drawn to this space because it's queer and feminist owned, and they focus on stocking books that center marginalized voices, and they do a lot of work supporting grassroots movements in Southern Appalachia. So I thought that was a really great space to shop local and shop small and support a really great organization. So that is where I purchased these books. So the first book we're going to be talking about is Pet by Akwaeke Emeze, and this book, absolutely amazing. I read it over the summer. Beautiful cover, just a lovely cover, and Akwaeke is really amazing. They're a Nigerian non-binary activist and author. I love them. And this story follows a Black transgender girl named Jam, and Jam actually uses a lot of sign language throughout the book. She's selectively mute, and the representation is really great. So Jam teams up with a mystical being called Pet to hunt monsters in their town of Lucille. And the whole thing is really heavily steeped in metaphors and allegories for systemic evil. But it presents these issues in a much more digestible way for middle grade readers that I think is really important. Trigger warnings for this book: it does deal a little bit with child abuse. Again, metaphors for child abuse. I wanted to let you guys know that. So the next book we're going to be talking about is The First Rule of Punk by Cecilia C. Perez. And a little disclaimer, these next 2 books I've not actually read yet. I was just really drawn to the concepts and honestly the covers. I do judge a book by the cover. Like, look how cute she is. I love this. So this is a coming-of-age story about Mexican-American middle schooler Malu, and it is a story about the power of friendship and a little band, an actual band of misfits standing up to an anti-punk school administration. It's giving Lemonade Mouth, it's giving Haley Kiyoko in my original Lesbian Awakening, but it's, I love a little misfit story. It talks a lot about the importance of using your voice as a student and speaking up, especially speaking up against administration and school administration. And it also has all of these cute illustrations and zine pages because Malu's really into zines. And I just love a good novel that has all these cute illustrations. So that was really a selling point for me. Okay, and the next book we're going to be talking about is A Ceiling Made of Eggshells by Gail Carson Levine. So Gail was my absolute favorite author growing up. I was always at the library. I read every Fractured Fairy Tale that she put out. I read all her series, all her standalones. I was obsessed. So I've been wanting to get my hands on this book for a while. This is actually one of her newer books, and it is a historical fiction inspired by her father. So it is a tale of a young Jewish girl named Loma, and it's actually set during the Jewish expulsion from Spain in the early 15th century. So writing this book was really a way for Gail to connect with her father's roots and with her family history. And so I really related to her journey because I've also done a bit of research and fiction writing to understand my own Jewish roots. So I thought this was a really cool way to do that. And also, again, such a cute cover. I love this color purple. So I'm very excited to dig into this. I'm so excited to have these books in my future classroom library. I'm so excited to have a future classroom library. And I have so many more. Go buy gay books for your classroom.